If you have plans to adopt, you should also be making plans for dog training too. Brian is here this morning from a House of Dog Training to tell us about their services and how they can transform your pup with their science-based training. Good morning.
Good morning.
We also need to introduce Ruby.
This is Ruby. Ruby's my 8-year-old German Shepherd, semi-retired, so she's not. She used to do this a lot.
Yeah.
She doesn't do it much anymore.
Well, I mean, she's doing so good right now.
Yeah.
You're looking good in retirement, girlfriend. All right, Brian. So, what do you think makes House of Dog Training kind of different than those in the SoCo area?
We use all positive reinforcement, so we don't do pinch collars or choke chains or anything like that. We also do boarding and daycare, and during your boarding and daycare stay, we can do training with your dog. You'll get daily reports, videos, pictures, and we try to keep the communication open as much as possible.
Well, I was going to say, because it's nice to be able to have kind of a, I don't want to say homework for your parents, but like homework.
No, homework's a good word. Yeah, homework's a good
word.
word.
So that your dog is getting the same training when they go to training, but also when they're at home.
The consistency is key.
Yes, consistency. Yes. That's where we go with. You guys also do a free meet and greet as well.
Yeah, so come on in, see the facility, bring your dog. We can walk your dog around. We can celebrate the fact that they're there, feed them treats, meet people, so that next time they come back, they're like, oh my God, I remember this place. This place was awesome. And it kind of softens the blow of instead of just being dropped off.
What are some of the challenges do you think parents face when they get a new puppy or just another dog that they've adopted that might need some of your services to help them get trained?
We work with a lot of things, but honestly, this is what we specialize in.
Yes?
We do dogs that you can bring places, dogs that can be part of the community. This is what, I mean, we can do all the cool, spins and flips and all that stuff, but we want our dogs to be as much a part of the community as possible.
So I have an 11-year-old Labrador, and she does not do this when we go out to restaurants. She's the one who's finding all the little sticks all over the floor to give them to you. I was like, hey, look what I got. I got you. Look what it is. Is that something you can still do with older dogs?
Oh, yeah. New behaviors are easy to teach. Old habits are hard to break. But for something like that, we would teach them mat work. Like you bring a little blanket with you and teach them just to stay on that blanket.
Really?
Well, yeah, she goes to outdoor patio restaurants with me all the time, and she knows if I stay right here, she's getting pieces of whatever I'm eating. So she ignores everything else, and she just, we can bring her pretty much anywhere we want. This is what we get.
I was going to say, I would be obsessed with this if this is what I was able to do when I take her places instead of just getting little sticks on my lap all the time of like, look what I brought you.
Yeah,
so great.
Like I said, dogs that can be part of the community, dogs that don't pull on leash. Our goal is to help you live as peacefully as possible with your dog.
How can owners get started with House of Dog Training if they want to?
You can call us. You can go to our website. You can find us on Facebook. And then once you call us, we usually set up the orientation or the meet and greet.
Yeah,
come in, see the place. Then we go through an orientation day, which was you would bring your dog to us for about 4 hours. We monitor stress levels, make sure we can get them in and out of a kennel, make sure they're not shaking in a kennel, because a kennel environment isn't right for every dog, and we want to make sure that the environment is good for the dog before we just kind of commit to anything.
But it's nice that you guys all know this as well. Yeah. It's something that.
So me, Stevie, and Astrid are the owners, and we are behavior specialists and trainers that worked at other daycares, and we decided there's a better way to do it. So we approach it from a behavior standpoint with our daycare and our boarding and our training, more than just, just bring your dog in and see what happens.
But it's also nice because that means that you have listened to what the dog actually wants.
That's very important, to listen to what the dog wants, because daycare and boarding and stuff like that, it's not right for every dog.
Yeah.
And like I said, we want to make sure that the dog is comfortable and they're not sitting in a kennel shaking, stuck in fight or flight reflex for hours straight. That's just not good for them.
I mean, Ruby right here, she's chilling pretty nicely, I do have to say. Brian, Ruby, thank you guys so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
You did so good. Retirement looks good on you, girlfriend. Yes, it does.
Good girl.
Brian, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
All right, if you want a full list of all the services that they have to offer, there's got some helpful information on there as well. You can visit that website that you see on your screen right now. We'd also like to thank them for bringing us this segment this morning. Thanks, guys. Thanks.